All right, I got my new Dingwall Super P here. Just this morning, got done opening gifts. Figured I'd come up here and do a bass review off of this since I've got to use it for two services now and got a feel for how does the thing sound. So a little bit about specs and I'll dive right into playing just to give you some sound examples. I'm purposely playing through an iPad mic because I want you to hear how much tone actually comes through even these cruddy little iPad speakers. So it is passive. It's the multi-scale, of course, alder body, Lake Placid blue. Kind of looks like a Sherwood Forest green and a mix of Lake Placid blue. Very cool. Pearloid pickguard, the tone fusion. So tone fusion, for those that don't know, it's a passive volume, passive tone swiper. From noon to clockwise, it's actually a mid-cut. From noon to counterclockwise, it's a passive tone roll-off. So just like a standard P-bass. And it's got a little bit of good range for rolling off highs, just like you'd expect. I'm not really upset that it's not a full tone knob like you'd have on a Fender. So completely maple neck, black hardware, and one-piece maple neck, strap locks, all that good stuff. With that, I'm going to dive in. I have the tone right down the middle. Play a little finger style, let you hear how it sounds. All right, here's about halfway rolled off on the passive tone. A lot of brand new strings, so you get a little string rattle there, but hey, I'm breaking it in. Here's the tone rolled completely off. So I'm going to go for it about halfway on the tone fusion and cut the mids a little bit, finger style. Here is it completely on or rolled off. I really don't know how to say it, but it's all the way mid-cut. Okay, I'm gonna go back to center and we'll do a little pick style here. Let's do halfway tone roll off. All the way rolled off. Okay, and let's go forward on the tone fusion and do that about halfway off. Now this is all the way on, all the way off. I don't know what you call it, full mid-cut. Yeah, so a lot of range just in the tone, and I would probably typically play this with the tone rolled halfway off. Not a big fan of the mid-cut thing just because I don't play a lot of slap. I like killing the mids on a P-bass too, that's kind of like sacrilegious, but it's a cool function if you play a lot of slap. I'm going to do a little slap, not a good slap guy, but at the same time, just to let you get a feel for it. So we'll roll the about halfway off on the mid-cut and go from there. this is it all the way off on mid-cut. Yeah, so it's got a good sound to it. So there you go. That's kind of like a tone run through. Now, why did I buy this bass? I've owned a lot of really good basses. Dingwall has wrecked me on my expectations for a bass guitar. So about a year ago, I bought a D-Rock 5. That D-Rock 5 was a great instrument. Still own it. I'll keep that one. If you don't know what the D-Rock 5 is, it is a 3 pickup bass, and I have an import model. It's basically got a middle pickup, sounds like a Rickenbacker P bass, Music Man setup, bridge pickup, or it's got a series neck and the back 2 pickups together. Sounds like a Sadowski sound. It's awesome bass. I was like, if their passive import model's so good, the Canadian model's got to be even better. So saw this come up on Fret Nation. Shout out to Jason Mendelson. And just sheer coincidence and timing, bought it. I'm a P-Bass guy. If you watch any of my other videos, basically tell people like, hey, look, if you can't be happy, go buy P-Bass and be happy. The struggle I have with 5-string P-Basses is most times it's not, the pickup's kind of off center. It's not quite a good 5-string. It's not a good P-Bass. I wanted to get this just to see how good it is. There's a Super P import coming out, I think, in first quarter 25. So keep your eye out on that one if you like the way this sounds. It's supposed to be very similar. Fit and finish on this thing is awesome. The neck is so straight, I've had to put a little relief in it. I'm probably going to have to put a little bit more. I play a little harder attack style, so I'm going to have to probably put a little bit more relief in it. A little bit of neck dive, but not too much. This bass weighs 9.1 pounds. Again, very unique Lake Placid blue. I mean, it almost looks like a surf green in some lights, but I love the tone of it. I've never really been a big maple guy, and this is the first bass where I've got a maple fretboard on it where I was like, man, that thing sounds great, especially pick style. Now, if you play with a little overdrive on your bass in a like I do, a contemporary worship setup, it really fits. This thing is really proper for that type of setup. Dingwall has wrecked my expectations on basses. From the ergonomics to getting over the fan fret thing, I'm telling you, like it's like a grand piano of basses. That's the way I would say it. It's a grand piano. And I've had some questions around, well, does it take away from the P-Bass? I think what it does is it improves on the flaws of the P-Bass and clears up some of the muddiness and gives you that really good mid-range growl. It still sits pretty well. So I'll put a link to my first service I played with it. It's not really high up in the mix, but you can still hear it. What I love about it is you can hear the full range of the instrument. It comes across very clear. The same thing with my D-Rock. Like, you cannot hide that in the mix. The overtones, Sheldon talks about this a lot. The overtones from the longer scale length really help it sit. The Super P's actually got a different scale length than the D-Rock. So this has got I want to say it's a little bit over 32 for the G, 33 for the D, 34 for the A, E's a little bit over 34, and a little bit, almost 36 for the B, whereas it's 37 for the B on the D-Rock. But still very clear, sounds great. I'm playing flat through my capo DI, so a little tube saturation, not much, it's just the A side, and it's going flat through my Tone Hammer 500. So that's what you're hearing coming through my 12-inch speaker right underneath the iPad mic. So I'm going to put a little bit more distortion on the signal and play a little finger style and play this how I would actually play this, pick and finger style. Pick style. So great P-Bass sound. Check out the passive stuff from Dingwall. It's not all just the NG. And don't get me wrong, the NG is a nice bass, but I've really been exploring passive tones for a while and getting really used to that, playing through some good tube saturation. I love the sound. This is a keeper for the fit and finish, the gig bag. Didn't even show that. So the gig bag comes with this. It's a beauty. So really nice, well done. It comes with like a tick equivalent, and it's got a velour inside. So nice gig bag. I don't know if I'll use it or the mono all the time, but still a great instrument case, and it looks cool. I'll say that it looks cool. It's got all the pockets. It came with all the right gear in the gig bag for Allen wrenches and truss rod wrenches and all that good stuff. Try a Dingwall. That's the thing. Is it hard to get over the fan frets? Not really. Maybe in the upper register, it's a little more mild on the Super P versus like my D-Rock, but to be fair, it's not so bad that you can't get past it either way. So Dingwall, go check them out.